Josh and Carrie, I welcome you to this holy space and place, this chuppah, the symbol of your Jewish home. You really do balance each other out. You are the extrovert to Carrie's introvert. You remind her that there are wonderful things outside of the house, while also being the brakes to her accelerator. When her head is going 8 million miles an hour, you help her to breathe and to slow down. Where she can be sometimes cynical, you are an optimist. As she said, you are the sweet to her salty. You remind her to see all the wonderful things that exist in your life together and in the world as a whole. And where she is practical, you are the romantic. You help her to see beyond the details and the now to the possibilities and joys of the future. Josh, your love for Carrie comes without conditions. Your love for her is so evident in the way you care for and show up as a partner for her. You match her intellect while challenging her to think outside the box in ways she would never expect. When speaking about Carrie, Josh, you've shared that you love how she forces you out of your comfort zones. She helps you to move beyond the surface jokes and dig deeper into sharing and understanding how you're actually feeling. You love how strong her convictions are and how she always strives to live out her values through her actions. You love how passionate she is about the causes she cares about and how she sees the path towards the future and helps you see and make your way forward. You were never strangers. You were always just looking for each other. Do you, Josh Katz, take Carrie to be your wife, to love, to honor, and to cherish, and together to create a future enriched by your commitment to Judaism?
I do.
Great. And do you, Carrie, take Josh Katz to be your husband, to love, to honor, and to cherish, and together to create a future enriched by your commitment to Judaism?
I do.
Harei at.
Harei at.
Mekudeshet li.
Mekudeshet li.
B'taba'at hazot.
B'taba'at hazot.
Kedat Moshe.
Kedat Moshe.
V'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
I hereby consecrate you.
I hereby consecrate you.
With this ring.
With this ring.
According to the laws of Moses.
According to the laws of Moses.
And Israel.
And Israel.
Harei atah.
Harei atah.
Mekudash li.
Mekudash li.
B'taba'at zot.
B'taba'at zot.
Kedat.
Kedat.
Moshe.
Moshe.
V'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
Repeat after me, Carrie. I hereby.
I hereby.
Sanctify myself.
Sanctify myself.
To you.
To you.
With this ring.
With this ring.
According. To Moses.
To Moses.
And the people of Israel.
And the people of Israel.
The groom said to the bride, "Be consecrated to me as my wife, and I shall always cherish you and care for you. I will sustain you and respect you forever." The bride agreed and became his wife. The bride said to the groom, "Be consecrated to me as my husband, and I shall always cherish you and care for you. I will sustain you and respect you forever." The groom agreed and became her husband. The groom and the bride undertake this pledge of love. They choose each other as friends according to the teachings of our ancestors who said, "Acquire a friend with whom you will learn, next to whom you will sleep, and in whom you will confide." 1, 2, 3. Mazel tov!
Knowing marriage will have its ups and downs, I do have a piece of advice for you. And I'm not always good at this either, as Daddy knows. But what I want you to do when the troubled times come, turn to each other and look up and ask for God's help. And then sit down and listen and watch, because the answer will come. I love you. Always.
Kim and I are very pleased to welcome Josh as part of our family. It's obvious from the great display I saw, it will be a lovely, lovely wedding, a lovely future for them. So I don't have much advice. This is the point where Dad gives advice, which is kind of dangerous, but I would say, well, one thing I think is important over the years is communication. Not only saying clearly what you are understanding or what you want to say, but also saying things that maybe you're thinking but not saying. And it is really important, I think, to a relationship to communicate and make sure you're being heard and also listening. I'd just like to close out my remarks with a serenity prayer. You may be familiar with it, which is, God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I'm still working on that myself.
When we were small children, my mom says that I never had to worry about anything because Josh was taking care of it for me. Be it pulling me around in a wagon or shielding me from the unseen terrors of high school, Josh put my needs before his own, which are qualities that will make him an exemplary husband. When Josh first told me about Kerry, I knew this relationship was real, something special. Something about the way he spoke about her was different, speech patterns implying that he's planning their future together, even subconsciously. The first time I heard Josh call Kerry's Shih Tzu Sam, his little buddy, I knew that was it. I knew whatever person Josh chose to spend the rest of his life with would have to possess certain qualities: strong will, understanding, empathy, a deep ability to love, and potentially throw an elbow or two. It was clear from the first time that I met Kerry, she had all of these with enough to spare. She makes Josh happier than I've ever seen him. And as his brother, that makes me love you too, and I'm honored that you decided to accept his proposal. For the first time, I have a sister, and I'm thrilled it's you.
So now flash forward to their beautiful engagement and their budding love, which everyone knows all about. And then to today, to just this most beautiful wedding and celebration of love with people who adore you guys, adore you as a couple. And I've really enjoyed getting to know Josh. I couldn't have imagined a better person to help balance you out. And he makes you so happy. And selfishly, I'm glad that you get along with my partner. That's a nice bonus. And you're exactly who I want my best friend to spend her life with.